What is happening, YouTube? Horror DJ back with another video. Yeah. Back-to-back days with excitement exploding all over. No, I'm just kidding. So, I got a little surprise for you guys in this one. It is Operation Metro. No surprise there. It's my favorite map, probably. But I don't use a shotgun. I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. You can't play Operation Metro and not use a shotgun. But I don't use a shotgun. It's one of those miracles that doesn't happen every day. Start the game out, with I think 3 or 4 kills just right off the bat. No surprises. I am using the MG36 just because, to me, I think that's my favorite gun in the whole game. It's got a lot of ammo, so you're not always constantly reloading. Very good accuracy, up close and far away. Medium to long range. Short range, you lose a lot of gunfights just because it doesn't stay on target as well. I've been getting extra nerdy lately. Going on all the message boards and all the forums and stuff for Battlefield and trying to gauge a little bit of what the community thinks about things. And number 1, Battlefield hates noobs. Number 2, they hate the frag rounds, but everybody seems to use them. I've seen on more than one occasion where people will complain, just, oh my god, frag rounds, auto shotty, I hate it. And then if you check their profile on Battlelog, it's their most used gun. They have 1,000 kills with it. So it's kind of funny. One of the things that's kind of messed up, and I think this would probably eliminate some of the overusage of it. One, when the patch comes and nerfs its rate of fire a little bit when it's got frag rounds loaded, it's not going to be as effective. It's still going to be a great weapon, but it's not going to be as effective. But I think what they should do is reset the stats on the gun, not for what you've already done, but when you unlock it. Move it to an opening weapon. You've got it in your arsenal the second you spawn. But, why should somebody who's the most skilled and the most elite in the game be rewarded with using an overpowered gun that it takes no skill to use? I think there's a lot of people that get so reliant on that shotgun that if you force them to go back to a gun with regular bullets, I think it would kind of mess them up for a little bit until they got used to actually playing the game again. So I think that would be, just let everybody have it. If you're going to start off the game with one of the most powerful weapons, I think it'll even the playing field a little bit. I don't know. I've got a couple things on my mind about Battlefield in general. I'm noticing a lot of the videos now seem to be in hardcore. I know how many rounds it takes with quite a few of the weapons to actually put somebody down. And it seems like about half of those rounds are having to be used in most of the videos. Are a lot of people just running straight hardcore? I noticed they still have a mini-map. I didn't, on the PlayStation 3, unless you go into a search for a server that's running hardcore, I don't know, there's not a mode that just says that you can play straight out hardcore. So I don't know, I don't even know if there are hardcore, like PlayStation and Xbox servers. If there are, I'd love to jump in some and not use half my ammo. I suffer from aimitis as it is. Not having to put as many rounds into somebody would definitely make my scores go up. Do you think that's cheating? If you're making videos and montages and stuff, do you as a community of Battlefield players think that that's cheating? Think that that's cheap, in a way? Personally, I don't, just because but I think that you should, if you're going to make some videos of hardcore, I think you should disseminate that information before like at the beginning of your gameplay. What map it is, what guns you're using, and if it's hardcore or regular. In the end, I mean, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You know, I don't see why so many people let what other people put in their videos affect them so much. I got into making these videos just because I thought it was fun. You know, I'd seen so many people do it, you know, jump on YouTube and, oh wow, you know, that's a lot of cool stuff. People are making videos, killing people, doing fun stuff. I can do that. You know, I can have those kind of games, and sometimes I do. It all started for me, actually, watching like the Modern Warfare 2 videos and the nuke, like throwing out nukes and all that kind of stuff. Those series, and that, you know, that got me pumped, and that actually made me a lot better player. I saw how they were playing and how they were rushing, but it was most of the guys. I mean, some of the guys just rush blindly, and they're like, they're amazing because they can be in a dead sprint and just completely kill 5 people in a room. I could never do that, and I still can't do that. But if I play a little more cautiously, not camping, but more cautiously, you know, I can throw up some pretty good gameplays. I pretty much don't play Call of Duty anymore. Modern Warfare 3 has kind of ruined me on that. And I had this game before Modern Warfare 3, and I pretty much forgot how great this game was. I forgot the variety. I forgot how great, you know, the different class setups and how well you can interact with your team. You know, the different roles that you can play in this. Whereas, you know, it doesn't really matter what your role is in Call of Duty. Win or lose, you know, if you're a plus 10, plus 15 kill streak guy, you know, you're going to be a plus 10, 15 kill streak guy. And, you know, people are gonna watch your videos no matter what. In this, it's a lot more strategy. In this game, I really, again, didn't have much communication with my team. And I think, well, actually there were only 2 of us in the squad, and he didn't have a mic. You know, that really does hinder some of the gameplay. If I could give anybody that's wanting to play Battlefield some advice just to start off with, make sure you have a headset. Make sure you communicate. Even if you sound like an idiot. There's 2 guys coming from the stairs thingy. You know what? That's better information than just dying. You know, and not saying a word. Not doing anything to help your team. I don't think that there's any room in Battlefield for the lone wolf mentality. There's going to be people that play it that way. There's always going to be the selfish guys, the guys that they want to do everything on their own, always on their own, no matter what. And, you know, it's selfish, but they're not going to be as successful as somebody who plays the objective with their team, with their squad, and openly communicates the things that need to be said to be successful. To the actual gameplay itself here, I've actually been revived twice, and I think that's the only time I've been revived. In Conquest, you see a lot less of people running the assault with the patty cake and, you know, that sort of stuff. Just for the simple fact, if you're aggressive enough and you're a decent player to where you're not dying a whole bunch, you don't really, it's not a necessity. I still think it's a good idea. If you're running with a full squad, at least have 1 medic and try to stay together as a squad. Nothing hurts the progress of a team more than when you've got a squad of 4 and you're not really communicating, and you've got one guy that's off in a helicopter, and you got one guy that's off in a jet, and so that leaves 2 people on the ground trying to arm the objective. And I understand where the benefits of having, you know, your squad, you know, a couple people, especially the people that are really good at flying, they can really help your team. Try to find some servers if you're brand new and you want to learn to fly a helicopter and you want to learn to fly a jet. My advice would be to try to learn the helicopter first. It makes the jet, I think, a little bit easier. They're not the same controls, But once you get good at flying the helicopters, the jets feel that much more natural when they're playing. So, you know, learn to fly the helicopters, and all I can say is try to find somebody to play co-op with. The very second co-op mission is all about helicopter. And honestly, that's the best way to learn to fly, because you can screw that up as many times as you want. You can crash it as many times as you want. You can always restart it, and it doesn't really screw anybody else over. You know, that's why I'm still not the greatest at flying the attack helicopters. I'm okay, but I'm better at flying the transport choppers with the side guns and everything. I'm a lot better at flying those. So that's what I stick to. If I fly anything, it's going to be one of those. The attack chopper, unless I've got a good gunner with me, I try to stay out of them as much as possible. Plus, to me, it's more fun to be running around on the ground, you know, trying to arm the objective, trying to defend the objectives, that sort of stuff. To me, that just is more engrossing than being up in the air and not really doing nearly as much to help out my team, because I'm not as good as other people in them. Plus, you get yelled at a lot. If you know, you'll get some nasty messages from people going, "Oh, you suck, stay out of the chopper." And that's fine. I'm pretty much done talking about Battlefield for right now. This video is actually almost over. Did anybody else happen to catch the Ronda Rousey Miesha Tate fight last night? That was amazing. Number one, I'm a guy who is very much into beautiful women. Ronda Rousey's smoking hot. Miesha Tate, when she doesn't look like she's smelling a fart, it's pretty hot. She's got a great body herself. Just watching those two women go at it was amazing. I can't believe... Well, I don't want to give up the end of the fight if you haven't seen it and you plan on trying to watch it, but I have never seen something that is that painful taken with that much stride in my entire life. It was great. If you get a chance, definitely watch it. Also, if you get a chance to see the other women's fight that was on the card, it was actually on the undercard. Give it a couple days and see if you can't YouTube it. The Sarah... Oh, shoot. What's her name? Sarah Kaufman. Yeah, I had to pause it there for a minute and look it up. Check out the Sarah Kaufman, Alex something or other fight. That was probably one of the most brutal fights I've ever seen in my life, and it was between two women. It was amazing. That's the end of the video, guys. Leave some comments, like it up, sub, whatever. But yeah, give me some feedback, guys. Have a good one.